Okay, so this time our topic is about
with how I did that. It looks like it's working, but this light bulb over here is giving me
providing feedback no through digital platforms, no. So providing feedback through digital platform has become a fundamental aspect of modern education, no, offering new ways for education for communicate with students effectively and efficiently. So digital platform enable timely, personalized and data-driven feedback, enhancing our student learning experiences and outcomes. So digital platforms such as learning management system like Moodle, Canvas, Google Classroom facilitate streamlined feedback mechanism. So us as teacher can comment on assignments, grade submission, and provide guidance directly through this system. And this platform centralized communication, ensuring the feedback is easily accessible to students and is stored for future reference. Timely feedback for improved learning is important. Now, one of the greatest advantage of digital platform is their ability to deliver immediate feedback. Tools like auto-graded quizzes or Kahoot or quizzes provide students with instant into their performance. Timely feedback helps students identify gaps in their understanding and take corrective actions without delay, enhancing the learning process. So digital tools enable personalized feedback, catering to individual learning styles and needs. For instance, like platforms like Turnitin or Grammarly, it can provide detailed feedback on writing assignments, highlighting specific areas for improvement. Education can also use video or audio recordings to deliver no one's personalized feedback, making the interaction more engaging and more supportive. And to give us more details about the topic, let us all welcome our presenter.
Thank you, Doc. Good evening, everyone. I'm Lourdes Mendoza. I'm going to present to you about providing feedback through digital platforms. So let's have the importance of providing feedback. Okay. Providing feedback through digital platforms can enhance communication, improve performance, and increase engagement. It increases accessibility, faster response times, improve record keeping, enhance transparency, and cost effective. Next, please. So we have digital platforms. There are several digital platforms that can be used to provide feedback, including Feedback, Feedbackify, Survey Monkey, Survey Sparrow, Surveycate, Bezer Voice, Pepo Holding, Flipgrid, and Google Drive. Okay, so we have the Feedbackify, a tool that allows website visitors to provide feedback in context without leaving the website. Next, please. So we have the SurveyMonkey. SurveyMonkey, it is a questionnaire platform that offers templates for customers' reviews and course feedback. So ito madalas to ginagamit, and especially sa mga businesses. And we have also the Survey Sparrow. It is a tool that allows users to create surveys to get feedback from website visitors. So next, please. So we have the Surveycate. This is a tool that allows users to show surveys or feedback forms on their website or embed a survey directly into an email. And the other one is the Bazaar Voice. This is a software solution that allows business to collect customer feedback, reviews, and testimonials. Next, we have the FIFO Holdings, a reviewed platform that automatically sends emails to customers to request feedback. And the Flipgrid, a tool that allows teachers to add comments to students' videos, send private text feedback, and record private video feedback. And we have also the Google Drive. This is a tool that allows users to track changes, save revisions, and collaborate in real time. And for the students, we have the 6 digital tools for giving feedback to students. Here are 6 digital tools for giving feedback to students that empowers them and helps them evolve. First, we have the Kaizen. we have the Audacity, the Flipboard, the Screencastify, the Vocaro, and the Talk and Comment. So we have the Gazina. Gazina is a Google document add-on that includes voice, comments, lesson, and skills. You can highlight and record a voice comment without leaving Google Documents. You can be even more efficient with the lessons featured by attaching previously saved feedback. And what's more, anyone who is collaborator on Google Docs can provide feedback with Gaizena. Teachers can also track students' progress using skills. And also the students can now request feedback for specific areas in their text, and the teacher receives a notification to return to the file and provide clarifications. And students can answer also the feedback via text or voice. And we have the Audacity. The Audacity is an open source platform that allows you to record and edit your feedback before sharing it with your students. Giving audio feedback is productive for teachers because they can give it faster, and students benefits from authentic, timely, and personalized feedback. And this audio feedback also allows you to connect with your students similarly to on-site classes. Students hear your voice and understand the subtitles of your tones. As long as you don't focus only on negative feedback, your interventions will have the desired outcome. And the Flipgrid. The Flipgrid is a wonderful tool for teachers to use when giving feedback. They can add comments to your students' videos and private text feedbacks, record private video feedback, and grade their ideas and performance. And here, students don't need an account on the platform to receive feedback because you can generate a link to the video feedback and send it to the students in the desired way, either through the class LMS or social media. While audio feedback offers students a new learning, this is a new learning experience for the students because a video feedback humanizes it more. Students can hear and see your excitement over their work or receive clarifications for targeted feedback. And we have the Screencastify. Screencastify is a cloud-based screen recording program that facilitates giving feedback. You can create screencast of your students' work and record yourself commenting on them. Or you can create videos while you check your students' work and provide feedback along the way. You can also use the annotation tools to direct the focus onto specific aspects. So on the screen, you can see the Screencastify. That is how it, yeah. So next, please. Thank you. So we have the next, please. So as you can see, that's the Screencastify. So next is Vocaro. Vocaro is a web-based online voice recorder that does not require a user profile or a login system. You can make your recording and share the link on the platform of your choice. It's easy to use and is more time efficient than using a red pen on paper. And you can make also an audio recordings to offer personalized feedback and stay connected to your students. It's not time consuming since we generally speak faster than we write. Students can save the links to access the feedback, again, to deepen their understanding. So, mas madali, no? Kesa dun sa written. So, sometimes kasi, mas mabilis mag-isip ang tao kesa magsulat. So, this is a very, sobrang useful for the students and even to the teachers. And we have the Talk and Comment. Talk and Comment is a Chrome extension that allows you to make voice notes and comments on any site. You record your voice using the widget from your browser and paste the generated link where you want. So this is going to be very easy. So with this feature, you can provide personalized feedback while you read your students' work. It's faster than checking assignments on paper. Also, receiving timely feedback translates into better understanding and increased student engagement. So this is a talk and comment. This is a two-way conversation. So it's going to be fun actually, because you can talk to your students, and even the students can reply immediately because of this fastest way. Okay, next please. So we have the rubrics. Rubrics include the criteria for evaluation and the level of performance with descriptions for each. They help students understand what is expected of them and therefore regulate their work according to the demands. Also, rubrics help teachers provide objective feedback to students, facilitating the desired outcome, which is deep learning. So, and so we have also different rubrics, so as we know. Then next, please, we have also digital feedback platforms. Email. Email is a popular digital platform for providing feedbacks. Email feedback tools, we have the email templates. So we have the Gmail templated, Outlook quick parts. We have also feedback plugins. So we have also the email analytics. So that's yun yung everyday nating ginagamit, no? So emails. So we have also the online surveys. So online surveys are a popular method for collecting feedbacks. And we have also types of online surveys. First is the multiple choice, of course, rating scales rather, and open-ended, the ranking and the matrix questions. And of course, the Google Forms. The Google Forms is a popular online survey and data collection tool. It features easy creation, simple, intuitive interface, customization. It add images. You can add images, videos, and logic. And of course, when it comes to sharing, you can share it by link, email, or embed and forward responses. So ito na yung lagi nating ginagamit na as learners, and especially, of course, the teachers, by giving quizzes. So Google Form can create quizzes, surveys, or forms that provide instant feedback based on responses, scores, or choices. So this is very effective. So we have some samples of Google Forms. So I know everybody is, yeah, we have the Google Form templates. So yeah, very useful. Google Forms are very useful. So we have the peer grade from the word peer, not the fear of something. Okay, these tools let students conduct peer review online. It allows teachers to set an assignment and select a review rubric from an existing database or create their own. Students can upload their work and review each other's. The teacher can view all comments. The tool that was designed for was designed for college courses actually. So maybe most useful for teachers of students in upper high school grades for K11, K12. A basic version is available for free. Wow, this is for free. So versions that allow students to upload larger files can be purchased for a small fee per student for the year. So it depends. So you can also visit how it goes, the Fair Grade. So Fair Grade is an online platform that makes anonymous peer feedback easy. Peer feedback helps students engage in self-reflection, critical thinking, and gives them a deeper understanding of the subject matter. In peer grade, students submit work, give feedback using a rubric, then they get personalized. So this sounds interesting. And we have that feedback apps. So we have feedback apps are tools used to collect and manage feedback from customers, employees, or students. They can help organizations improve their products, services, or processes. So of course, we have to focus on, okay, the feedback apps. So we have different feedback apps. So we have first the SurveyMonkey, the Google Forms, the Typeform, the Feedbackly, the Ask Nicely, the Survey Sparrow, Opinion, Medallia, Qualtrics, and Gather Feedbacks. So of course we have Next, please. How we have the student evaluation tools. Student evaluations are crucial for understanding teaching effectiveness and improving academic programs. And here are some popular student evaluation tools. First, we have the SurveyMonkey, very, very useful. Google Forms, Platform, and Qualtrics, and Survey Sparrow. Okay, so we have also the specialist student evaluation tools. We have the evaluation kit. This is for higher education. The Tech Boost for K-12 and higher education. The Chalk and Wire for assessment and evaluation. Watermark for outcomes assessment, and Ontology for student feedback and assessment. Okay, so we have things to consider when providing feedback digitally. So it is very important to first maintain a positive and motivating tone. So of course, pag nag-voice over tayo or nagre-record, so may mga do's and don'ts din tayo. Syempre, dapat very yung ginagamit nating words, talagang medyo talagang maging polite tayo. And then yung tone ng boses natin, talagang hindi naman nakakatakot, hindi nakakainis, pero sakto lang. Okay, so sequence feedback and signpost the feedback stages. So be clear and speak with a clear voice. Limit comments and prioritize errors. Begin with positive feedback. Be specific and descriptive while giving constructive or negative feedback. And end with positive overall feedback. And aside from this, of course, we have the benefits of digital platforms. First, it improves teaching methods. Secondly, it enhanced student learning experiences, data-driven decision-making, increased student engagement, better program assessment, and accreditation. So that's the benefits of digital platform. And of course, we have also the rule of feedback. Feedback is a teacher's superpower. Superpower. Okay, learning cannot take place if feedback is not a part of the process. When students receive timely, personalized feedback, they become aware of their level of knowledge or performance and what they need to improve. And teachers have to be the pillars they can count on in their trial and error journey. So that's our main goal. And that's our mission. Okay. And EdTech makes the process easier and faster, helping students evolve and reach their goals. All right, so that's my report for tonight. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Title?
Okay. So,
SHRE, login. So this is the basic structure of our first sprint. After this, we have to
digital platforms provide analytics and insights into student performance, enabling data-driven feedback, as I mentioned. Digital feedback platforms support accessibility by offering multimedia formats such as text, audio, video, or visual annotation. Let's say for students, with disabilities, these platforms can integrate features like text to pics, and we have some challenges in providing digital feedback, when digital platforms offer many benefits, challenges such as technical issues, lack of digital literacy, and information overload can hinder effective feedback, in regions with limited internet connectivity like remote areas in the Philippines. Accessing digital feedback can be problematic, so educators must consider these barriers and adapt solutions like offline tools or asynchronous feedback methods. So digital platforms enables ongoing feedback, fostering a continuous improvement cycle for students. So educators can monitor progress over time and adjust their teaching strategies accordingly. Because I believe by creating a feedback loop, no, digital platform not only support academic growth but also build student confidence and motivation to learn. So providing feedback through digital platforms has revolutionized the way educators and students interact. So the tools enhance the quality, accessibility, and timeliness of feedback, creating opportunities for
Our app is loading here.
for more personalized and effective learning. So despite the challenges, the thoughtful integration of digital feedback systems can significantly improve educational outcomes and foster a more inclusive digital environment. Okay?
Equal to inside double curly bracket, flex equal to